What if the very foundation of your healthy eating habits, the colorful array of vegetables on your dinner plate, was a grand deception? Imagine for a moment that the food you turn to for vitality and longevity, the crisp salads, the hearty stews, the vibrant side dishes you've been told are the cornerstone of a healthy life, are secretly and silently sabotaging your body from the inside out. This isn't a far-fetched horror story or a baseless conspiracy theory. It's a quiet, devastating reality for countless seniors who, despite their best efforts to eat well, find themselves grappling with declining strength, a foggy memory, and a troubling unsteadiness in their legs. They attribute it to the inevitable march of time, shrugging it off as just getting older. But what if it isn't just age? What if the enemy is not the passage of years, but the food hiding in plain sight in your own kitchen? The truth is, the physiological rules of your body change significantly after the age of 60, and understanding this secret shift in biochemistry is the most critical piece of information you might be missing. A revelation that could profoundly alter the trajectory of your health and restore the independence you cherish. Let's begin our investigation with one of the most beloved, comforting, and ubiquitous vegetables in the Western diet, the humble white potato. Whether it's served as a fluffy cloud of mashed potatoes, a perfectly baked potato steaming on the plate, or a crispy batch of French fries, it evokes a sense of nostalgia and deep satisfaction. It is the bedrock of countless family meals and a reliable source of comfort. Yet for anyone navigating life beyond the age of 60, this starchy staple transforms into a subtle but formidable adversary to your health. The primary reason lies in its alarmingly high glycemic index. In simple terms, your body digests white potatoes with incredible speed, converting their starches into sugar almost instantly. This unleashes a tidal wave of glucose into your bloodstream, causing a dramatic and unnatural spike in your blood sugar. Your body scrambles to respond, releasing a surge of insulin to manage the overload, which inevitably leads to a precipitous crash hours later, leaving you feeling lethargic, irritable, and paradoxically hungry for more carbohydrates. This exhausting sugar roller coaster, repeated day after day, becomes a primary driver of chronic, low-grade inflammation, a silent fire that rages through your circulatory system, putting immense and constant stress on your blood vessels. Over months and years, this relentless inflammation inflicts serious damage on the most delicate and vital parts of your circulatory network, the microscopic capillaries. These are the tiny, one-cell-thick vessels responsible for delivering life-giving oxygen and essential nutrients to every corner of your body, most critically to your brain, your eyes, and the intricate network of nerves in your legs and feet. As these capillaries become damaged and brittle, the flow of blood is restricted. The consequences are insidious and progressive. You might first notice a creeping numbness or a persistent coldness in your feet, a sensation of walking on cotton. This can evolve into painful cramping, diminished sensation, and a dangerous decline in your balance. This isn't just a minor inconvenience. It is the slow erosion of your mobility and a direct contributor to an increased risk of devastating falls. Consider the story of Harold, a 72-year-old retired truck driver who prided himself on his lifelong strength and resilience. Every evening, without fail, his dinner included a generous helping of creamy mashed potatoes, a comforting ritual from his childhood. He began to notice subtle changes he couldn't ignore. His feet felt perpetually cold and numb upon waking. His knees were tight and achy like rusty hinges, and he felt a terrifying unsteadiness when navigating the stairs in his own home. He, like so many others, chalked it up to the unavoidable price of aging. However, a closer examination of his diet revealed the unmistakable pattern. The daily influx of high glycemic potatoes, often enriched with butter and cream, was systematically constricting his circulation and fueling a body-wide inflammatory response. It wasn't just about calories or carbohydrates, it was about the profound biological damage being done by a food he considered a harmless comfort. The problem deepens when we look at another hidden process. The high-sugar environment created by foods like white potatoes accelerates the formation of something called advanced glycation end products, or AGEs. Think of these as sticky rogue molecules that form when sugar attaches to proteins in your bloodstream. These agents gum up the works at a cellular level, causing proteins in your blood vessels, joints, and skin to become stiff and dysfunctional. This process directly contributes to arterial stiffness, cataracts, and the very joint pain that Harold was experiencing. The white potato, stripped of the fiber and protective phytonutrients found in more complex vegetables, offers very little defense against this onslaught. It's a perfect storm of high sugar impact and low nutritional protection, making it a particularly poor choice for a body that is already working harder to combat the natural processes of aging. Next on our list of potential saboteurs is a vegetable celebrated for its glossy, deep purple skin and culinary versatility, the eggplant. As a prominent member of the nightshade family, a botanical group that also includes tomatoes, all bell peppers, and notably white potatoes, eggplant contains a naturally occurring group of compounds called alkaloids, the most significant of which is solanine. For the plant, solanine serves as a brilliant defense mechanism, a bitter-tasting neurotoxin that wards off insects and other predators. While many people can consume it without any issue, an increasing number of adults find that their sensitivity to this compound skyrockets after the age of 60. This is especially true for individuals already managing conditions like arthritis, chronic nerve pain, or general joint stiffness. The effect of solanine in a sensitive individual is not a sudden allergic outburst. It's far more subtle and deceptive. It acts as a low-grade irritant that can trigger or exacerbate inflammation, particularly in the body's most vulnerable and overused joints, the knees, the hips, the hands, and the lower back. Imagine the smoldering embers of a fire that never quite go out. That is the nature of solanine-induced inflammation. You might wake up in the morning feeling as though your joints are encased in cement. Your legs might feel heavy and leaden, and the simple act of climbing a flight of stairs can feel like a monumental effort. You might feel trapped in a body that refuses to cooperate, not due to a lack of muscular strength, but because it is fighting a silent, internal inflammatory battle. Because eggplant is so often baked into casseroles, grilled in medleys, or stewed into sauces, you might be consuming this trigger without ever making the connection. The real danger extends beyond joint pain. Solanine, as a mild neurotoxin, can also subtly interfere with nerve function, potentially slowing the transmission of signals from your brain to your legs. This can manifest as poorer balance, slower reaction times, and a general lack of coordination, making you feel less secure on your feet and more prone to stumbles. Vibrant, crunchy, and a ubiquitous presence in salads, wraps, and stir-fries, the green bell pepper projects an image of pure, unadulterated health. Yet, for many seniors, particularly those with sensitive digestive systems, unexplained joint pain, or persistent brain fog, this seemingly innocent vegetable can be a source of significant hidden trouble. The primary culprit here is a class of plant proteins known as lectins. Like solanine, lectins are part of a plant's sophisticated defense arsenal designed to deter predators. In the human body, however, certain lectins can be surprisingly aggressive. They possess a unique Velcro-like ability to bind to the carbohydrate molecules lining your intestinal wall. In a youthful, robust digestive system, this may cause little issue, but in an aging gut, where digestive enzyme production may be lower and the intestinal lining more fragile, these lectins can cause significant irritation. They can interfere with the proper absorption of other vital nutrients like zinc, iron, and calcium. And more troublingly, they can contribute to a condition popularly known as leaky gut or increased intestinal permeability. Imagine the gut lining as a tightly woven fabric. Lectins can effectively poke microscopic holes in this fabric, allowing undigested food particles, toxins, and bacteria to leak into the bloodstream where they don't belong. This breach of security alerts your immune system, triggering a body-wide, low-grade inflammatory response. This systemic inflammation is a master of disguise, manifesting not as stomach pain, but as aching joints, swollen ankles, debilitating fatigue, or a persistent mental fogginess that makes concentration difficult. Here is the most crucial detail. Green bell peppers are simply unripe red, yellow, or orange peppers. Because they have not been allowed to fully mature on the vine, their concentration of these potentially harsh lectins is at its peak, while their levels of protective antioxidants, like vitamin C and beta-carotene, are at their lowest. The process of ripening breaks down many of these lectins and simultaneously boosts the pepper's nutritional profile. Therefore, by choosing a green pepper, you are opting for the version with the highest potential for irritation and the lowest potential for protection. While cooking can help neutralize some lectins, the effect is often incomplete. For a simple yet powerful upgrade, make a conscious choice to switch to fully ripened red, orange, or yellow bell peppers. They are not only sweeter and gentler on your system, but are also packed with the very nutrients that help your body fight the inflammation their unripe counterparts can cause. But this journey is not about creating a long list of forbidden foods or instilling a sense of fear around your meals. It is about empowerment. It is about understanding that for every food that might be subtly working against you, there is a powerful, nutrient-dense alternative ready to become your ally. This is not a story of deprivation, but one of strategic and intelligent substitution. It's about learning to fill your plate with the vegetables that actively build your resilience, sharpen your mind, and fortify your body for the years ahead. Let us now turn our attention to the unsung heroes of the vegetable world, starting with the humble yet magnificent carrot. More than just a crunchy, convenient snack, the carrot is a nutritional powerhouse, specifically tailored to combat some of the most pressing concerns of aging: declining vision, weakening leg strength, and faltering mental clarity. Its brilliant orange hue is the signature of its most famous nutrient, beta-carotene. This potent antioxidant is a precursor that your body masterfully converts into vitamin A, a nutrient that is absolutely non-negotiable for maintaining healthy vision. Vitamin A is a critical component of rhodopsin, a pigment in your retinas that allows you to see in low-light conditions. More importantly, it helps protect against the devastating progression of age-related macular degeneration, AMD. A condition that cruelly steals your sharp central vision, making it difficult to read a book, drive a car, or most painfully, see the faces of your loved ones. A diet rich in beta-carotene is one of your most effective natural defenses, slowing this decline and preserving the visual acuity that is so essential to your independence. However, the remarkable benefits of carrots extend far beyond your eyes. The very same antioxidants that shield your retinas are also working diligently to protect the vast network of blood vessels and nerve endings throughout your entire body, with a special focus on your legs and feet. By neutralizing the damaging effects of oxidative stress, carrots help maintain the health and flexibility of your capillaries, ensuring a robust flow of oxygen-rich blood. Think of your nerves as a high-speed fiber optic network connecting your brain to your muscles. Healthy circulation ensures this network has all the power it needs to function flawlessly. This translates directly into better coordination, faster reflexes, and a dramatically lower risk of tripping or losing your balance. When your nerves are well nourished, you feel more stable, more grounded, and more confident in your movements, whether you are navigating a crowded supermarket, walking on an uneven path in the park, or simply rising from a chair. If there is a single vegetable that deserves the title of anti-inflammatory superstar, it is broccoli. While it may not possess the trendy allure of kale or the exotic appeal of goji berries, its profound benefits for healthy aging are second to none. It is a quiet, dependable workhorse that protects your blood flow, your brain function, your joints, and your bones. The secret to its power lies in a remarkable compound called sulforaphane. This natural substance, found in high concentrations in cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, acts as a master switch for your body's most powerful detoxification and anti-inflammatory pathways. It doesn't just block inflammation. It actively stimulates your cells to produce their own protective enzymes, helping to neutralize toxins and clean up existing cellular damage. This is where Harold's story finds its triumphant conclusion. Frustrated with his stiff knees and numb feet, he made one simple but profound change. He replaced his nightly mashed potatoes with a cup of gently steamed broccoli. The results were nothing short of transformative. Within a mere 2 weeks, he noticed a surge of sustained energy throughout the day. The persistent swelling in his legs had subsided, and his knees felt remarkably more stable and less painful. "I no longer fear the stairs," he declared, a simple statement that represented a monumental reclaiming of his freedom. Broccoli also works to stabilize blood sugar, preventing the energy-sapping crashes caused by starchy foods, and it is a fantastic source of vitamin K and calcium for bone density and folate for maintaining mental sharpness. Finally, we arrive at spinach, a leafy green that is far more than just a simple salad base. It is a strategic weapon for preserving your brain function and physical balance. Spinach directly confronts 3 of the most significant challenges of aging: deteriorating brain function, reduced circulation, and slowed muscle response. It achieves this remarkable feat thanks to its exceptionally high concentration of natural nitrates. When you consume spinach, your body converts these nitrates into nitric oxide, a miraculous molecule that acts as a vasodilator, meaning it relaxes and widens your blood vessels. Imagine your circulatory system as a network of highways. Nitric oxide effectively opens up new lanes, allowing for a dramatic increase in blood flow. This surge of oxygen-rich blood is a revitalizing tonic for both your brain and your legs. The immediate tangible results are sharper focus, enhanced memory recall, quicker reflexes, stronger muscle contractions, and more fluid coordinated movement. This is absolutely critical for fall prevention. A catastrophic fall often occurs not because of a fundamental lack of strength, but because the nerve signal from the brain to the muscles arrives a fraction of a second too late. Spinach helps to keep that vital connection lightning fast and reliable. Furthermore, spinach is the leading dietary source of lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 powerful antioxidants that accumulate directly in your retinas, acting like internal sunglasses to filter out harmful blue light and protect your precious central vision. In the end, the story of your health is written one bite at a time. As we've discovered, the vegetables you place on your fork each day have a direct and profound impact on the way you feel, function, and experience the world. It is about making a conscious shift away from the potential saboteurs, the high glycemic white potato, the inflammatory eggplant, and the lectin-rich green bell pepper. It is about turning toward the powerful allies that await you in the produce aisle: the vision-protecting carrot, the inflammation-fighting broccoli, and the brain-boosting spinach. These are not merely minor adjustments. They are foundational choices that, compounded over time, determine your trajectory. They dictate whether your future is defined by mobility, mental acuity, and joyful independence, or by decline, limitation, and fear. Remember Harold, the man who believed his best days were a distant memory. By simply and strategically swapping a few key vegetables, he didn't just feel a little better. He was moving with renewed confidence, thinking with greater clarity, and living with a vigor he thought he had lost forever. This is the power that lies on your plate. Every meal is an opportunity, every bite is a vote. You are either casting a ballot for strength, vitality, and freedom, or for weakness, inflammation, and decay. The beautiful, empowering truth is that every new day grants you a fresh chance to cast that vote. Your body is always listening, and every wise, deliberate choice you make sends it a clear, powerful, and life-affirming message. I'm still here, I'm still in charge, and I still care.